viewers who are watching us on Elvet Voice TV, amplifying voices, inspiring the world. This is Ainembabazi Adellah, and I'm so glad to be a presenter of youth program on this TV. And we normally have different shows, but I normally take on the youth program. And today it's a beautiful episode. We shall be talking about immorality in the modern era. And today with me I have a guest. He's called Simon Wasswa, and he'll be taking us through this discussion. He can introduce himself to you as we continue with the program. Are you welcome, Mr. Wasswa?
Oh, thank you, my sister, and dear viewers, I'm glad to be here. My name is Wasswa Simon, a man from Bushenyi district, that is Western Uganda, and I have recently graduated at Chambogo University with Bachelor of Microfinance, and I'm glad to be here to share with you a wonderful topic. Keep watching, more to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before we continue with the program, I would like to remind those who haven't subscribed at this TV, you can go to YouTube, you like, you share, you comment, you subscribe, so that you can keep on being updated on daily programs. As today's topic is all about immorality in the modern era, we would like to know different causes of immorality. How can we go about immorality in the modern era? And I can give this chance at Simon Wasswa to talk about what immorality is all about. He can define it so that the viewers can get to know more about immorality, what it is all about. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, my sister. And when we talk about immorality in this era, actually it is a most challenging issue, especially to we below 40, from I think from 9 to 40 there. We are struggling with this immorality, specifically sexual immorality. Here it is. Immorality, this is where you yourself, you are doing something that is evil, and this immorality actually involves your knowledge, your body, dedicating it to evil, especially with opposite sex, with actually these days with the same sex, and even below the age, even under age. So it's kind of evil, being this TV that where many people view and watch. We normally have those who are below 18. I may not say some words, but when I talk about sexual immorality, you know it yourself. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. So if someone asks you what is meant by immorality, how can you define that statement to a person who has asked you?
Immorality, this is where you use your body for evil. That is a short description.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have different categories of immorality. In this modern era, we have very many categories. So can you talk about those different categories of immorality?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, my sister. Immorality is first divided into some sections. Here, there is a lot of immorality going around, especially in us youth, in high institutions of learning, especially at the university. Oh, a lot of immorality. Even in church, you see these girls in church and fellowships. A lot of immorality there. Go to bars, you will cry.
Yeah.
You go to school. Actually, my sister, for us when we are growing, there are some words that you could not hear until you are around 2018. But do you know that this era, these kids of baby class and whatever,
you can find someone in a baby class knows a lot of
things.
things.
He knows a lot of everything. So immorality is even beyond what parents think of. Yeah. Immorality is even beyond these fellowships, these choirs. You see the girls are praising here today. So immorality is everywhere.
They are so common. Even you can find that priests in different churches are practicing a lot of immoral values.
It is a song of the day there.
Yeah.
In these pastors, Musumba, there are a lot of immorality there. Oh, Musumba, let me go to Musumba's office. A lot of immorality there.
And there is this one, girls normally like to kwetega, you know.
Yeah.
Some guy will come on, she's dressed a very miniskirt and she's going to the priest's office, maybe to ask for some guidance and counseling, but when actually she's on other intentions.
But then again, I want to ask you, who told you girls that when you wear immoral, then we shall love you? Who told you?
Thank you so much. This is a very good question. In most cases, we girls, we took it in a different way. Yes. We thought maybe when we put on a miniskirts, you work on yourself, makeups, you do everything. Some people normally put on artificial balms. They thought maybe we can attract those nails so that we can take your attentions.
You think for us we are still even attracted by those activities that you do on yourself? You are like this, you are ring. Do you know ring in English? What? Like when these ladies went to the tomb to see the resurrected Jesus, they found some animal there. What was called waringa.
Waringa.
Yeah, there is when you meet a girl and is like that animal that they found on Jesus' tomb.
Actually, for your information, girls, ladies out there watching, if you want to know it better, these days men are no longer interested in such things. If you put on your miniskirt and you think someone is going to be interested in you, mind you, just forget about it. Put on decently, go everywhere you want. Someone who has interest in you will just come and approach you. So we have, as we said, we have different categories of immorality in the modern era. We have personal immorality, we have social immorality. Can you talk about personal immorality?
Yeah, personal immorality, this is where you yourself, privately, you do something that whenever someone sees it can really cry. You know, you go in a bedroom, you do some activities. Man.
Sexual harassment.
Girls, you know, you go in your mirror, you put on those cameras of yours, because now these days, the iPhones and whatever. You do every sexual issue on your body. That is immorality itself. And yet you are alone. And remember, this becomes an addiction. That for you, whenever you see a mirror over in a toilet, over in a washroom, you must put on your camera and start to squeeze and to dance when you are alone. Then when it goes to the boys, it is what we call the masturbation. Did you study it in your A level? Those people who studied the divinity. This is where you have feeling with yourself, and then you do what we call immorality. Immorality may not be in the bar, but even you yourself start thinking about those sexual issues. Then that is immorality itself. But now you find when some girls, they no longer have even feelings for men. That is the outcome of sexual immorality as an individual. You yourself, you do a lot of immorality as an individual in your private room. Then when you go out there, you no longer have even feelings for the opposite sex.
I understand. Actually, I think immorality doesn't mean in line with sex.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean someone is putting on indecently, or he or she is playing with sex with someone else, but it means a lot. If someone is lying,
that is immorality.
Or stealing,
it is immorality.
Maybe another thing I can talk about, it can be manipulation, addiction, as you said, when you get addicted to those drugs. Yeah, it is also
addiction. It is actually it is among number 2. If we talk about immorality, then we can talk about sexual immorality. Then the second one is addiction. Like if we can't do this, we cannot settle until you do it.
Some people are used of taking alcohol. You find every time you're thinking of going to the bar, spoiling all the money.
Then those are your boyfriends of these of these days.
Even you inclusive, I think. Are you also a boyfriend to someone? So you should be like the boyfriend of these days. You yourself.
Yeah.
inclusive.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Then if you're to talk about the social immorality, what examples can you give?
Yeah. Social immorality. This is where somebody invites you to a date. You are a girl, you are born to meet somewhere. And then you come with the whole OGs of yours from campus and from Oliver and from A-level. Did he tell you to come with OBs and OGs? That is actually, that is kind of immorality.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
And those are girls who can't stand by themselves. You're called by your boyfriend to go for a date, but you want to invite all your friends.
That is immorality itself.
Yeah, but when we talk of a social immorality, something that is social, yeah, I think it's where corruption comes in.
Yeah, it's sort of, this is where bad peer groups also come in.
Yeah.
That is around social event.
Even racism, you find people are separating themselves according to different races.
That is, yeah, it's safe.
Tribalism, I think those are all under social immorality.
Yeah, that in some parties you cannot sit with the other tribe on the same table. Then itself, I think that is also immorality.
We got this a common scandal where you find a Nyankore girl can't sit with maybe someone from East because we are so proud of ourselves, I can say. Because I personally am a Mnyankore, I'm from Rukunjiria, those ends of Western Uganda.
Then I want to even ask you now, who deceived you girls from Ankole that you are beautiful and then you must be proud? And we have actually many tribes and girls are beautiful. You know, actually, I will use this chance to say, Banyankole girls, stop it. We have actually girls who are beautiful than you. But for you, like, for Mnyankole, then being Mnyankole what?
I'm not the one who said that. But
it's there. It's in public now. In all over Uganda, in Kampala, somebody's like, I'm a Mnyankole, whatever. But tell them, no, we have other girls and they are beautiful than them. Yeah. And this has, actually, it is among the issues that has spearheaded. Because for you are beautiful, because for you are Mnyankole. So you must go around the old bars in Machinda and Kasagat and Nansana selling yourself because you're Mnyankole. Being Mnyankole, does it mean to sell yourself? Machinda, Nansana, Namugongo. No way.
So as we normally see, social media is coming so trend. People are using different social media platforms, YouTube, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and very many other different social medias. How do you think these social medias have contributed to immorality in the modern era?
Yeah, one, in our time you could not even afford to have the capacity for these. Yes. But this era, you find a P7 boy has a TikTok account. Cut now is always on those lives. Late in the evening, with some people. Cut now, midnight, this boy in P7 is watching some issues. And then in the morning, the boy is spoiled. These girls, they meet some many WhatsApp groups, among Instagrams and whatever. And no, guess what? They are sold somewhere to sell their parts.
Lying to their parents.
Yeah. But now, these smartphones, these social media platforms, they have actually spearheaded immorality. Where people watch somebody on stage and you are like, eh. And this young girl, beautiful, fresh, and now he's watching Gloria Boogie and so many others. But now this girl tries to be like someone that he saw on the stage dancing and dressing that kind. And tomorrow the girl cannot control her. Then when she reaches at campus, oh mama, she's no more.
I know, I understand. So the different social medias, as you have said, as I have said, people use different social medias to do immoral activities. I think lying, it is so common to these school students.
Yeah.
A student goes back to his or her parent and be like, Mom, they want smartphones at home. Kumbe, that person is after using that smartphone for other things. You can find that person is using a phone to watch these movies, and the more you continue watching those movies is how your moral values keep on declining each and every day. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we shall be looking at how we can go about these immoral values in the modern era. Welcome back from a quick short break, and we are going to be looking at how can we go about these moral values in the modern era. We saw about different causes of immoral behaviors, examples of immoral behaviors, but now we want to see how can we go about these immoral behaviors in the modern era. Yeah, Mr. Wasswa.
Yeah, thank you, my good sister. And how can we go about it? One, I'll start with girls. My dear sisters, whenever you are, please limit your expectations. Girls, ladies, you have a lot of expectations. You want to achieve much in a single minute. Limit your expectations. 2, stop forcing things. 1, who told you that when you come at my place, then you care about me, then when you mop, you wash, then I will love you? Do people home know you? So stop forcing things, my dear sisters. You force yourself to us. And then, at the end of it, now you are like, okay, I'm now, let me give you. Why are you so kind to me? You think you love me than my mother? These days, girls, you have become, how do I call it? You are very merciful. That's to the extent that you feel like if you don't give Wasswa, we'll die or we'll leave you. Who told you that giving me, then I will keep?
But let me first ask you. If you want to show someone that you really love that person,
yes,
you should care about him or her.
Yes.
So you're saying if I come to your room and I start mopping your room, laying your bed, it doesn't mean that will show you love me.
Yes, then now I'm asking you, as a university student, as a young girl, why do you lay my bed? Are you my mother? At home, do they know you?
Because
you are forcing things. And that's why, girls, you have messed up. You think that if you don't visit Wasswa every weekend, he will check you. No, at home, they don't know you. Have a relationship, but no, girls, where you stop. You have forced things, you have messed up. But because you are not yet married. Why do you love Wasswa than his mother? That's how you have messed up. And now, you end up being merciful. You're like, now it has been too long. Let me test him. Let me give you just 2 hours. Because you feel like, when you don't give me, it has been too long, I may check you. Then you end up in a mess. And when I test you,
Kawedemu.
And then now you start to hate all boys in this world. But at first you messed up. Who told you that you should care about me before marriage? I told you they know you. Why do you love me more than my mother? Girls, have really stop. Then you will be able to control yourself towards that immorality. Because if you know that I can visit my boyfriend at this time, we can chat and stop from there. At these video calls at night, at midnight, you remove a blanket, and when I see you, I'm no longer interested, because what I was interested in you, I saw it at night. That's how you have messed up. But now you go and say, I will never meet any boy. You messed up at first. When the video call, you'd have limited it. Like, when we are calling, I cover myself here, because I'm talking to my boyfriend. But when you remove and I see what I have been yearning to see, then you are normal. That's how you have messed up. Stop being merciful. That if you feel like giving Wasswa, are you Jesus? Why are you too merciful? That's how girls have messed up. 3, you want to be rich, you want to control your home, you want to change your home in the shortest period of time. 1, that's how these university students, these at Mobs, these at Chambogo, you go in Chikoni. These girls prefer having these sugar daddies, because you go one Friday, and when you are going out in the morning, the TV will be sorted, the sofa set and whatever. But now remember, this man has given you his money. You want to protect yourself. But now when you come back to the hostel, to Mobus, to Chikoni and Banda, now you are a girlfriend to this young boy in year 2. See how it is now moving at a high speed. At night, you want to go and get the woofer and get everything. But now, early in the morning, you want to be a boyfriend to Wasswa, a young boy at 20 years. The other side, you did protect yourself. But now, here, during the day, you are a potential partner in courtship to a young boy.
Very innocent.
Very innocent. But she has visited you, my boys. Hey! And I feel like this is a young girl in year 2. For her at night, you will cry.
Mr. Wasswa, can you give us one example of immoral value where you have ever engaged yourself in?
Hey, let me bring a story to you. I was one time in relationship, and now I messed up in O level. And I had a good friend, a beautiful girl in my senior city. I was somewhere in Western Uganda. And now I had to fall in love with this girl. Oh. But then, there, she had a very beautiful friend. And that beautiful friend was our go-between. These singers in secondary. Yeah, connecting, taking these cheats at night after prep.
Yeah.
But now I had interest in this girl.
The one who was taking.
Yes, that was our singer. Whenever we could get some misunderstandings, she could call my girl then and she can say to us. I had to fall in love with her.
You checked the other one.
No, I didn't check the other real one. Cut one day, one time we went to a trip here in Central. Cut, I went in the bus doing kind of evil with that friend to my real girlfriend.
The one who was connected.
Yes, that was in senior 3, before I received Jesus Christ as my personal savior. By then, but when we went back to school, they told my girlfriend what happened in the bus and during that trip in that weekend.
Which means for her, she had not gone to that trip.
Yes, she was in the other stream, and this her friend were together in the same stream. Guess what happened?
What happened?
But now, I had to get some gifts and I sent them to my girlfriend because I'm from a trip, you know. Kat Senga, yes, some chocolates, some these handkerchiefs and whatever. Kat, let me tell you our viewers what happened. Hey, Kat, these gifts are returned.
What?
Now the Senga is like they are well informed of what you did during the trip.
The trip.
Allah,
oh my goodness. So what did you do?
Kat, what happened? I was like, okay. I had to take it and I was like, okay, what? Yes, because I was a man, I could not be defeated.
Yeah.
It was one Saturday and in the morning. This girlfriend of mine, it was during these times of doing sanitation and whatever in our dormitories.
General cleaning.
Yeah, general cleaning. She got a srasa. She went to her friend. What followed, it was a sad story. These girls had to fight. They fought. And when I was there in my dormitory, I saw teachers coming to pick me. I was like, what have I done? To reach there, girls were like, oh, Wasswa!
Wow.
The girls had fought for me. Guess what?
Your real girlfriend and the other
yes.
one was going.
And to check, the other same of ours,
yeah.
She was already in the clinic with the wounds and whatever, the blood.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh. Then my real girlfriend was already in the custody behind the deputy's office.
Yeah.
Guess what? I was told to leave the school. Wasswa, I'm from a Christian family, a well-off family, you know. How can I tell my parents? But my heart was like, you deny everyone that you don't know, even these girls who are fighting. Can't they call these girls? I'm like, among all of these, I don't know one. And my girlfriend was like, oh, what? She gave me one slap in front of the deputy and my teachers.
And the whole stuff.
Yes. I was suspended 2 weeks. When I came, I received Jesus Christ as my personal savior. Since then,
I like it.
Since then, I had to settle myself to think wisely, to choose wisely. That's how my life at campus, even after university, my life has been smooth.
We give the glory back to God for that. So to go on with different ways on how we can go about these immoral values in the modern era, what are other ways of how we can go about different immoral values?
Yes. Now, one, get satisfied with what you have, especially this age of mine. Yeah, if you come from that deep far from Wasswa and they give you 20k here in Kampala, get satisfied. Get satisfied. Let me tell you, my sisters, those sugar daddies, nobody can invest in you without going with your life. They will give you that 50k, but one day, one time, you will cry all over your life because of 50k. Now let me ask you, what will it benefit you to just enjoy 15 minutes and you cry the rest of your life? Girls, my boys, what will it benefit you to enjoy 15 minutes? Let me tell you, this immorality, especially this sexual immorality, in 15 minutes you are done. You will regret all your life for those 15 minutes that you messed up in Chikoni in Banda and moves.
I know.
Get satisfied with what you have. 2, join groups that can redirect your life. Because now, if you can't have a fellowship, if you can't have a discussion group, if you can't have these fellowships at workplace, now which group do you have? Like, okay, there is a tax somewhere, free transport, free drinks, they're waiting for us. Just a bottle of Smirnoff at 6K, killing a fresh graduate, a beautiful girl like you, from Western region, where your father has cows and whatever, you have everything. But here in Kampala, you are dying of a bottle
of 6K
of Smirnoff.
for 6K.
Foolish.
Oh my goodness. Oh God.
A beautiful girl like you stand in a fellowship and you see a strong girl. You come from a rich family. You are in a worship team. You get at your workplace, you are accountant, when you enter in the office, everybody's like, wow. But at night, you are dying because of a bottle of Smirnoff at 6K there at Chadron. Get the right groups. 2, put the measurements. Put where, like, if it is the opposite sex stops here. In the chart, you stop from here. Like me, Wasswa, myself, when I was at campus. Actually, it is in the record. I had beautiful girls around me. In the discussion in my class, I have beautiful girls. I have beautiful friends. But guess what? I had to put a measure. You could not come to my place when I was at the university for discussion when you are one girl. You must be 2. Actually, rather in church, when I was even serving at Kakumba Chapel, you could not come at my place. Even up to now, you don't come at my place when you are one girl. Hello, hey, my friend, I'm coming for a Bible study alone. No, have 2, you come 2 sisters. But Papa, I feel like the Lord is telling you that we meet tonight and we speak about the name of God. Yes, but come when you are 3 sisters. Because I'm a human being. But even you as a girl, where do you get that confidence to visit Musumba, to visit the worship team leader at midnight for a Bible study? Are you a fool? 18 years. Because he's a Musumba, because he's a papa. Okay, you will tell me later. Have the box for yourself. Gazette yourself. Like the visitor stop from here. The opposite sex. When this time for me as a girl from West Nile, me a girl from Kabari, me a girl from Teso, you cannot visit me beyond this time, and your life will never have any issue of immorality. But mix yourself with the world. Oh, boys will eat you and you will not feel it. Here in Kampala, by the time you go back to Teso, you are nothing. Yet they sent you to be someone.
And the guys of these days, they just want you and they dump you.
Actually, I can call you when I want you, but after those 12 minutes, you will receive my call once a year. You will cry and regret why boys were born.
What a stress is that? You have been loving someone, then if he wants you, he just calls and uses you for 15 minutes.
They may give you this one.
Yeah.
Girls get it from me. That when this boy has not seen your nakedness, will ever yearn, will ever put value in you to see that one on your wedding day. But guess what? The day you unaddress yourself, the same applies to boys. You have lost from that day. I have my sister. She has been sharing with me last Sunday around here that the boy had everything. But guess what? He was like, to introduce you to your home, to do everything that you have asked for, to fulfill my promises to you, we need to first stay together. See how we are messing up? When we stay together, because now you are a fresh graduate, then fresh graduate, you mean you will go staying everywhere because you're a fresh graduate. But now this girl was like, but I told you I'm a Christian. Why do you want me to first stay with you a year? Then you introduce me, then we wait, then you give me the business, the iPhones and whatever. You leave them, but leave my body also.
I understand.
Yeah, this is a girl from Bushen telling him that leave everything for you, but the good chance you are even leaving my body.
So if we go off of sexual immorality, we have other different kinds of immorality or immoral values in the modern era. We talked of corruption in the government.
Yes.
It is something that is becoming so common each and every day.
Yeah.
How can the government go about that immoral value of corruption? Yeah.
Corruption in Africa.
Yeah.
Corruption in Africa. The government actually, the government can do just two things. One, to intercede for the country. Do you know what is causing corruption? Parents have invested a lot to educate we, so-called youth.
Yeah.
But now after graduation, you don't have a job, you don't have where to stay, you can't go back to village. They sold even the forest at your place, they sold all cows, they sold everything to make you to Makerere, to Chamboga and Moves and other universities. But guess what? After graduation, you don't have the job. But when you step in the office, the first thing to do is to reduce the other force at home. They sold everything to make what you are. So corruption will never end in this Uganda, minus intercessions. Because people are bad off.
They want money.
Parents educated their kids, but at home they don't have where to sleep. But this kid, when he gets the job, the first thing is to settle home. Somebody has rentals, but he feels like at his level of the office, he can have apartments. Perhaps that's how it is going. Minus intercessions and prayers, corruption in Africa. And let me tell you, this government of ours, of President Museveni, you have done the best. I love you so much. But when you don't deal with your people wisely, who are down there, Uganda is going amiss. People are poor. People want to get money in a certain period of time. Corruption is growing every day, every time. Even corruption in the church. But I don't want to go there now. Thank you.
So, we have very many different cultures in Uganda. We have cultures from Western Uganda, from Northern Uganda, Eastern Uganda. Very many cultures are there. Yes. So, how do you think these cultures have tried to curb down these immoral values in Uganda?
One, let these elders do their work. When that a girl cannot, actually in Western Uganda, you know that a girl cannot go outside the house beyond this day, beyond this hour. But these days, my OG had a graduation and then we stayed there. A graduation party, you mean you can be there for the whole weekend? Doing what? The party was for one
day.
Let we think of like when you are going out of your house, you are going to your workplace, you are going for church services, you are going to the fellowships, you are going to the meetings, you are going to the workplace. Oh, dear viewers, first, I'm a mature girl. How am I dressing? I'm a man from Chiga, from Rwanda, down there in Chisoro. Do they dress like this? I'm a boy. In the worship team, I'm a boy in the fellowship. I'm a manager, I'm a cashier somewhere. Should I dress like this in public? You see someone in the church as if he's going to Ainembabazi beach and so let's go back to our values. And I should speak this one, I can't speak this one. Somebody can speak something and you're like, my goodness, go with them. And she's a girl. Let's go back to our culture. In Teso. How were you taught to dress, to speak in public, to reply? You call a girl on the date and she days to come. And when you ask her, when I guess that you are too late, she gives a reply and you are like, who taught this girl?
We know a lot of things.
Okay, you continue.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wasswa. We have very many people who can advise us on how we should go about these immoral values. And those people, they are so-called Sengas,
Yes.
People from West, I hope you understand it very well.
Yes,
Shwenkazi.
Yeah, it is called the Shwenkazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So, which are some of the words, or how did they use to tell us on how we should go about these immoral values?
One, for my grew up like a boy, you are not supposed to go to the bedroom of your sister. But nowadays, you are in your sister's bedroom, you are recording a video content. Foolish. These days at campus, you go to your classmate of the opposite sex and you are in. For my grow up when my singer, like Wasswa, you're not supposed to go to your sister's bedroom. You knock, you ask, may I get a charger? Neighbor, when is the opposite sex? Knock, may I get a charger? May I get the iron box? You get? But these days you come up, directly in the bed, this brother of yours is in the box and whatever, and what next? It is a sad story.
But it shouldn't be specifically only someone who is of your opposite sex. Even if someone is of the same sex, knock and ask.
Bro, may I have
a charger? May I have a percolator?
But somebody comes direct.
Because
you are
naked, just being
and
friends, you just want to bump into someone.
And some of us, the feelings are always on our neck. By the time you enter, you find when the Satan has even entered the room,
and they are
what follows, it is a sad story.
Yeah.
Then you start to say, I can't go to the neighbor's place. Why?
I know.
Take a note.
So viewers, as we come to the end of today's presentation, yes. I can give this opportunity to Mr. Wasswa to give his final words to the youth who are out there watching us, so that we should know how we can go about these immoral values, how we should attain our respect in public, how to go about someone who is of your opposite sex, how can you present yourself in public. And Mr. Wasswa, can you talk about that?
As you conclude, and I want to thank you so much. One, I can tell our viewers that just brand yourself, be yourself. Everything will be good, will be clear. You get? You find a girl and it's like he's the pride of the boyfriend. And brand yourself, be yourself. Don't force things as I told you. You have this boyfriend of yours, he's still buying these Pacarast minutes, and then you are still proud of that.
And MBs of 1K.
Yeah, and he's still buying data on MB's level. My Paka minutes and so. No. Don't force yourself to such people. Brand yourself, be yourself, be presentable. Then somebody who is also presentable, somebody who is himself and herself will come to you, and then your life will move smoothly. Stop messing up. Stop forcing yourself to love. Love cannot be forced. It has led to immorality because you feel like if Wasswa chucks you, you will die. Hey, okay. You will die and we shall bury you. By the time we come from Masaka, when we reach in Impiji, we buy the meat and we eat.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wasswa.
May God bless you, and I'm so humbled to be hosted here. Keep watching, keep following, and may God bless you abundantly. But above all, receive Jesus Christ as your personal Savior. You will never regret, like how I have never regretted. May God bless you abundantly.
Thank you so much. As I also conclude, I can drop this advice to my young people who are out there watching us. Make sure you be contented with what you have. We know people have just finished campus, and most of us, we are desperate. We haven't gotten jobs. We lack some of the things we want, but be contented. Trust in God, and everything will just come at the right time. Thank you so much for viewing us on today's program. And I promise those people who normally come to my DM asking me, I want to come and be presented, I promise you, anytime I'm going to give you a chance, you come and you present. Thank you so much. This is Elvet Voice TV, amplifying voices, inspiring the world. Go to YouTube, like, share, comment, and you subscribe so that you can be able to get the updates on each and every day. Thank you so much.